Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Carson Wentz might not be the only player Philadelphia trades this offseason. And if Michael Silver reports multiple teams have contacted the Eagles for Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, and a deal is expected to be reached this week. Ertz is in the final year of his contract and is due $8.25 million in 2021. The Steelers cleared $15 million in cap space by restructuring the contract of Ben Roethlisberger. But even the team's website doesn't think that will be enough to keep Juju Smith-Schuster in Pittsburgh. Steelers.com believes the soon-to-be free agent wideout will likely not accept the team's best offer, given Pittsburgh's limited cap space. For his part, Smith-Schuster says he wants to remain a Steeler. Chargers starting linebacker Denzel Perryman is definitely hitting the market. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport won't re-sign with the team before free agency starts, but he also hasn't ruled out a return to LA. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
DQ presents How to Find Meal Fulfillment. First, order the delicious new rotisserie-style chicken bites from DQ. Then feast your eyes on these unbreaded, tender, juicy, 100% white meat beauties. Next, take a bite of the bite. Realize that unbreaded chicken loaded with flavor is finally possible. And last, call your boss and ask for that promotion. You may have started last week, but hey, if chicken this good is possible, anything is possible. New rotisserie-style chicken bites are now at DQ. Happy tastes good.
In store at your local Staples.
Big deals on paper that are cut deal.
That's because has just reduced their everyday prices on True Red paper.
And so right now, a Staples True Red copy paper is only $3.99 every single day.
Just $3.99 for a ream of True Red copy paper makes every day a great day to save at Staples.
Shop in store or pick up curbside and save big with everyday low prices on paper at Staples.
Limit 3 outside of most stores.
Well, happy Monday to you. It is the 8th day of March, 2021. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
All things considered, it's a Monday.
All things considered, yes.
Okay. And a busy weekend, no doubt.
Yeah. Covered a lot of ground.
Okay.
How about you?
Nice and quiet. I didn't really do much of anything.
Well, it was one of those weekends for us where we did.
I think I'm too excited this weekend.
You mean on Saturday, the 13th of March?
Saturday, the 18th of March, and the Festival of Flight.
Festival of Flight. And, of course, it comes to you from Naval Air Facility El Centro, a virtual air show, but a heck of a lot more than that. When you use the word virtual.
Yes.
I mean, you're going to be able to, on the radio, on FM 107.5 and KXO AM 1230, you're going to be able to hear the narration broadcast for that show, and you'll be in the comfort and privacy of your own backyard with your barbecue.
Or if you want a driveway, if the view is better there.
Yeah, depending on which way your house faces or... Yes. Depending on where you are, where you live. But
and
it'll be there. And that'll happen between 12:30 and 4:30.
And, we will, with the Blue Angels, with the Leapfrogs. And with an A-10 Warthog.
Yes.
And also an F-18 doing combat maneuvers.
Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah.
That should be good.
We will bring you the thrills, chills, energy, excitement, and the sounds.
You'll hear it.
Yeah.
So, that's a lot to be excited about. And it's going to happen this Saturday. And, the first time people that are aficionados of the air show, they heard about this, that had to really put us on their face.
Yep. Yeah. So, we'll have more coming up. Are you ready for birthdays?
I'm ready.
Actress Sue Ann Langdon is 85. Writer Bear Sager, 77. Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees is 76. Randy Meisner, who did he play with, Gene?
The Eagles.
And Poco.
And Poco, yeah. In fact, 2 of the Eagles bass players came out of that group.
Okay, he's 75. Singer Little Peggy March is 73. Actor Aidan Quinn, 62. Actor Cameron Manheim, 60. Actor Leon is 60. He was in Cool Runnings. He's so cool, he only has one name. And let's see. Right. Yeah. Actor Parker, 51. Actor Boris Kudrow is 48. Actor Freddie Prinze Jr., 45. Actor Laura Main, 44. Actor James Vanderbeek is 44. Actor Nick Zano is 43. Birthdays, got them coming up. Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Samuel Barrientos, Adriana Hinojosa, Marvin Woods, Cesar Pascual, Christina Marie Duenas, Drew Perez, Aaron Logan, Gino Gonzalez, Heather Gazda, Jenny Sepien, Kathy Lobstein, Lisa Partida, Marty Medina, Ray Davis, Rudy Huerta, Tammy Blaney, Trevor, John Parra Sr., Jose Alvarez, Joey Cosio III, Bobby Cruz, twins, Jamie and Jesse McMillan, twins, Amiel and Uriela Solis, and triplets, Mikey, Laylee, and Jolie Johnson. Happy birthday from KXO. And yes, I would be remiss if I didn't mention, okay, today is my big sister Kathy's birthday.
Okay.
Okay. And
happy birthday, Kathy.
Let's go back. And, okay, Saturday was granddaughter Emily Ann's birthday. She turned 19. Yesterday, next door neighbor Araceli Carrillo, she turned 29. And today, my older sister Kathy is 39.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the same Kathy, right? You don't have
yes.
two Kathys in your...
No.
Okay. Wanted to make sure.
Okay. Anyway, we'll get them all in there.
Well, we did.
Yes. Okay.
We made it.
Anyway, anything else exciting going on?
Oh, wow. It's Monday. When Monday comes around, well, you're a little bit foggy-headed. And then you go, okay, it's the week.
Yes.
So here we go.
Yeah. Okay, we've got news if you're ready.
I'm ready, Roy.
We're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by your friends and neighbors at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Right now, the perfect to get that pre-air conditioner checkup.
CBS News Brief, hashtag abolish the monarchy, trending on Twitter after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's interview with Oprah on CBS. Markle says, sure, her sister-in-law Kate was chided by the UK press over her long wait for Prince William to propose, but royal speculation about the skin tone of her unborn baby boy Archie.
If a member of his family will comfortably say, we've all had to deal with things that are rude and racist are not the same.
Just in from Minneapolis, the judge has delayed the start of former police officer Derek Chauvin's trial by a day to give the defense time to fight addition of a third-degree murder count in George Floyd's death. Mayor Bill de Blasio says New York City high schools will reopen in 2 weeks.
We are ready to go. We have all the pieces we need to bring high school back and bring it back strong.
Teachers in Georgia can now get COVID shots. Miata Smith says it's about time.
It was a priority for us to be in the classroom, but it was not a priority for us to be vaccinated.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology that significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. Those behind the effort to recall Governor Gavin Newsom say they have nearly 2 million signatures, about 500,000 more than the number needed to force a special election. Oren Healy with the recall movement says they're not done yet.
We are still setting our sights on getting an additional number of signatures in order to bridge that 2 million mark.
Yeah.
And we're excited and hopeful that we're going to have that in the time that we have left.
1.5 million valid signatures needed to force that special election later this year. Prince Harry says he and his wife May ended up moving here to California after he reached the end of his rope of the way.
Yeah, I was desperate. I went to all the places which I thought I should go to ask for help. We both did, separately and together.
The interview with Oprah Winfrey taped at the couple's Los Angeles home. The state about to get wet. Northern California getting a storm system bringing rain and snow tomorrow, but moisture hitting the southern region on Wednesday. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
The Capital One Quicksilver Simple. No need for a whole song and dance. Don't be sad. With Quicksilver, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. That's the spirit. Capital One Quicksilver card. It's simple, unlimited 1.5% cash back. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Capital One Bank, USA NA.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding... But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And easier, the new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed is the only bed that effortlessly adjusts and responds to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save up to $500 on select Sleep Number 360 Smart Beds. Plus, free premium delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning, a two-vehicle collision was reported Friday morning before 6. California Highway Patrol says the collision occurred on westbound State 8 at the Dogwood Road off-ramp. Motorcycle collided with a van. The motorcycle rider was injured, airlifted from the scene by Reach Air Ambulance. The injured person was loaded onto the helicopter at the Ivy Mall. The extent of the injuries is unknown. The CHP is investigating the collision and has released no other information. As for radio, first, this for the Festival of Flight. It'll be broadcast on radio. The festival, the Blue, is set for this Saturday, March 13th. Naval Air Facility El Centro will host the first ever radio broadcast of its Festival of Flight from 12:30 to 4:30 p.m. The festival will feature high-flying performances by a variety of military aircraft, including Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels. The decision to radio broadcast the air show in a virtual space on KXM 107.5 and AM 1230 instead of the traditional public audience in the base allows the Imperial Valley residents an opportunity to encounter U.S. military aviation demonstration in a safe environment during the COVID-19 pandemic. They say the result will be a unique backyard barbecue approach that can be experienced across the region in a more personal setting. NAF Commanding Officer Captain William Perkins says that the Navy is approaching 75 years of flying in Imperial Valley. This year's virtual sports desk performance on KXO is intended to help prevent the spread of the coronavirus while continuing the great tradition of celebrating the partner military aviation with the Imperial Valley community. The event has been held every year since 1970 and typically attracts more than 10,000 spectators, making physical distancing impeccable during the conventional showcase. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Buckley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Real Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
In other local news, active COVID cases decreased. The latest numbers were released Friday morning. The numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County are at 114, down from 133 cases reported on Thursday of last week. Deaths attributed to the virus has increased by 3. They are now standing at 639. There are now 20 COVID positive patients hospitalized in the county, 2 less than were reported on Thursday. There are 8 COVID-19 patients in the intensive care. There are 6 ICU beds available in the county. The new cases per day per 100,000 population is 7.68. That's down from 8.35 previously reported. The positivity rate is now at 10.42% as compared to 11.11% reported on Thursday. Well, the state of California recognizes 27 continuation schools. 2 of them are in Imperial County. State Superintendent Tony Thronman said student attendance and engagement in distant learning during the school closures has been difficult, especially for students who struggle with attendance issues before the pandemic. Thurmond said these model schools have been able to keep at-risk students on track using social and emotional learning, mentorship programs, restorative justice practice, and other innovative methods. The 2 schools recognized in Imperial County are Aurora High School in Calexico and Desert Oasis High School in El Centro. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue, right Food for Less in El Centro.
20 ribeyes for $30. Huge truckload meat sale is here. 2 locations right now. In the parking lot by the old Toys R Us in Imperial Valley Mall by the old Sears Centro. 20 ribeyes, yes, 20 ribeye steaks for just $30. This is an insane deal, folks. Look for the big truck and big tent right now in Yuba and El Centro. Hurry out right now for half-price deals on all USDA-approved steak, chicken, seafood, and pork. Huge savings on Kansas City strips, New York strips, fillets, mega ribeyes, T-bones, plus boneless, skinless chicken breast and seafood. Hurry, don't wait. 20 ribeye steaks for just $30 is here. Hurry out for the crazy half-price bulk deals on premium steak, chicken, seafood, and pork. Open right now, 2 locations in the parking lot by the old Toys R Us in Yuma and Imperial Valley Mall by the old Sears Centro. On Facebook at Essential Food Sales.
And it's Page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see and get answers to your questions about life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news and more information on the injured from last Tuesday. 13 people were injured in a collision. 13 others suffered fatal injuries. The injury list includes the driver of the big rig that collided with the SUV with 25 people inside. The injuries were from Guatemala and Mexico. Of those suffering major injuries, 4 were taken to UC San Diego Center. 2 were flown to Scripps Mercy Hospital in San Diego. 4 others, including the truck driver, were taken to Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs. El Centro Regional Medical Center is treating 1 person with moderate injuries. Pioneers Memorial is treating 2 people with moderate injuries. County Coroner's Office is still working to identify those who suffered fatal injuries and working with the Mexico Consulate to inform the families of those from Mexico. Traffic accident shut down westbound Interstate 8 for several hours Sunday afternoon. The accident involving a motorcycle rider, it remains under investigation. Women's History Month 2021. It is a celebration of women's contribution to history, culture, and society. The special month has been observed since 1987. Womanhaven, a Center for Family Solutions, the month of March 8th is International Women's Day. They say it is one of the most important days to celebrate women's achievements, raise awareness about women's equality, lobby for accelerated gender parity, and fundraise for female-focused charities. They say you can show your support by wearing purple today. If you're on your way to work, or maybe you got something at work, you can wear something, a piece of something purple. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's a weather up, Carroll Buckley.
According to the National Service, a slow-moving weather disturbance will gradually move into the southwest through the week, providing a period of unsettled weather for the region. Above normal temperatures today will progressively cool to nearly 10 degrees below normal by the latter half of the week. A few light showers will be possible Wednesday through Friday, though amounts will likely be unimpressive. Drier and somewhat warmer weather should return over the weekend. In our high yesterday, 57 the low, wind gusts peaked at 36 miles an hour. Today will be sunny with a high near 80, west wind 5 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 51, west-northwest wind 10 to 50 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 73, west wind 20 to 25 miles an hour with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. And right now downtown 62 degrees. With that, 42% our relative humidity. And out of the northwest, 5 to 15 miles per hour. Air quality throughout the Valley right now is good. It's even good in Mexicali. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. David or Jose. Health insurance plans and Medicare sub coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
If you think figuring out your taxes last year was confusing, man, come on. Wait until this year. To help you figure it out, Kxo AM 1230 and the CBS Radio Network presents Tax Tips 2021. Listen throughout the day for these timely tips to help you get your taxes done. Brought to you by Hacienda Snack Bar and Catering in Brawley, and by H&R Block with offices throughout the Valley.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health, working together to provide you the best care. NBA, yawn, All-Star Game, Team LeBron, Team Durant, 170, 150, and the King on top. And that's why I really follow NBA basketball anymore. It's not a team sport the way it's supposed to be. Anyway, Larson, his first NASCAR Cup race win since his suspension. Well, months ago, Larson would never race again in NASCAR. And, Rick took a chance on the drive. And Hendrick, Hansen picked up the win yesterday at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. In the world of golf, Phil Mickelson has fallen out of the top 100 in the official world golf ranking for the first time since 1993. Yeah, and Mickelson stayed in the top 100 for record 1,025 weeks.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. A team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, hesitate to come and see us. We have certain locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all the Pioneer services, visit pmhd.today.
And let's switch to small ball. Trevor Bauer immersed himself into a budding rivalry between the Dodgers and the Padres. He did it with one eye closed. The Dodgers' prized offseason acquisition navigated through his first inning against the Padres Saturday by pitching mostly with his right eye closed, a method he said he uses frequently as a means to make himself uncomfortable. I'd be uncomfortable bat against him. See, left-hander reliever Jose Alvarez has signed a $1.1 million one-year contract with the Giants. The 31-year-old will look to build off momentum he had with the Phillies last season. And in football, Philadelphia Eagles opener Jason Kelsey announced he will return for an 11th season and has restructured his contract for the coming year. Kelsey has been contemplating retirement of seasons, but has decided to play for at least one more year, even though the Eagles are going through a transition. And no surprise, quarterback Alex Smith, who won the 2020 NFL Comeback Player of the Year, helping the Washington team. He helped the team win the East title. He has been released franchise, as was announced over the weekend. And the San Diego State Aztecs have released their 2021 football slate. They will host New Mexico State, Utah, Towson, New Mexico, Fresno State, Nevada, Boise State. All home games will be played at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And the Aztecs will get more home fans than the Chargers ever got when they were playing there. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Healthcare District.
Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of the image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business stationery to computer full-color brochures and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in Elson and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security. Is a local security service protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live printing to the public. Wall Street right now, boom. The Jones Industrial Average up 140 points right now at 31,936. The S&P 500 up 31 points at 3,072. And the NASDAQ up just 20
at $12,940. Gold off $20.20 an ounce, and oil down 88 cents a barrel. The stocks, well, the tech stocks are off a bit from their January high. Amazon stock 11 made recent peak in early February. And chip maker NVIDIA has seen its shares plunge nearly 20% since the middle of the month. Well, tech companies are getting hammered under a correction, logging declines of at least 10% of their peaks. Apple will no longer make the iMac Pro, once the most powerful computer the company offered. Apple released the iMac Pro in 2017, and it was deemed the most powerful Mac ever. And Apple is gearing up for a new release of iMacs this year.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business, and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 306 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We're looking for sunny skies today with a high near 80, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 51, west-northwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 73, west wind 20 to 25 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. 64 degrees downtown, 35% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest, 10 to 15 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security. Now offer 24-hour-a-day post boxes, Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. Buckingham Palace is silent after the bombshell revelations from Harry and their CBS interview. Meghan says she considered suicide and says they were questioned about their unborn baby Archie's skin color. Harry told Oprah Winfrey their decision to give up royal duties left them on their own.
So has anybody said, I'm sorry you had to move, or I'm sorry you felt that you had to do that because you felt we were not supporting you?
No, sadly not. The feeling is that this was our decision, therefore the consequences are on us.
I'm Vicky Barker in London. Probably the most damaging allegations for the royals concern accusations of racism high up in the royal household. That Meghan was suicidal at one point, yet was effectively told to just grin and bear it. Not a good look, considering the royals are big supporters of mental health charities.
On the skin color, neither named names, but Winfrey says
he did not share the identity with me, but he wanted to make sure that I knew, and if I had an opportunity to share it, that it was not his grandmother nor his grandfather that were a part of those companies.
Not Queen Elizabeth or Prince Philip. Audio from the interview courtesy Harpo Productions. Split up in the start of the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin in the death of George Floyd.
One of the parties object. I'm going to kick our jurors loose and start everything tomorrow with jury selection.
The judge this morning says they will wait on the appeal over the reinstatement of a third-degree murder charge. Today, the U.S. Supreme Court disposed of the last of 3 election cases brought by President Trump. This one tried to challenge ballots in Wisconsin. At the White House, CBS's Ed O'Keefe has on President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief package.
The House will pass the Senate's version of this bill tomorrow, but here at the White House, they're not resting on their laurels. No sense of complacency here. There's been no Republican support for this legislation as of yet. And that's a rough sign for bipartisanship in Washington. If you can't get it for financial relief during the pandemic, will the president be able to get it for his other priorities like infrastructure spending or immigration reform?
Missouri Republican Roy Blunt says he won't seek re-election to his Senate seat in 2022. Nobel laureate Malala Yousafzai says she's teaming up with Apple T Plus to develop Kid. She spoke to CBS this morning on a key day for women.
On International Women's Day, I want every girl and woman to be proud of herself, to be proud of all that she has achieved in her life. She has done her best.
And checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 440 points. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you coverage you can trust.
Switch to T-Mobile for Business and get native service free via virtual rebate on your business plan. You get a great deal, the largest 5G network, and first-class benefits like Microsoft 365 on us. It's better for business and only with T-Mobile for Business. Limited time offer. Stop in store for details. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Virtual Express MasterCard within 8 weeks of receipt of valid submission. Complete port within 60. T-Mobile.com for 5G devices, coverage, and plan details.
That meeting's starting at 4. Can I get those projected?
Knows unexpected growth can stretch your business thin.
Karen, do these numbers look right to you?
Leggett Mia's research firm. To hit client deadlines, she needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, your list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Another chapter in the long story that is Hollywood awards season.
AFC Richmond is going to give you everything they got, win or lose.
Jason Sudeikis took Best Comedy Actor and Comedy Series for Ted at the Critics' Choice Awards and thanked his ex, Olivia Wilde.
I want to thank my kids, Otis and Daisy. I want to thank Otis and Daisy's mom, Olivia, who had the initial idea to do this as a TV show.
Harry Styles, 8-year-old Alan Kim, the show when he accepted Best Young Actor for Minari.
I'm making the same face.
The late Chadwick Boseman's wife gave another teary-eyed acceptance speech after he won Best Actor for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
For the third time in less than a year, baseball's Cleveland Indians have broken COVID protocols. This time, third baseman Jose Ramirez and slugger Franmil Reyes have been sent home. It's not clear when they'll be allowed back at spring training. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Oil drilling investments involve a high degree of risk and are only suitable for SEC-accredited investors. Attention, high net worth investors. Are you tired of paying the IRS more and more each year? When it comes to tax-advantaged investments, one commodity continues to stand above all others, and that is oil. Make an investment in oil and get a complete 100% tax deduction by investing in oil with Encore. If you are accredited and have the ability to invest $100,000 or more, call Encore Energy at 800-833-7944. That's 800-833-7944.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you're on a never-ending train and never getting ahead with those minimum payments? You feel like there's no way out? Don't let the companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months, decades. Call Total Financial now at 800-533-6605. That's 8533-6605.
Now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.
Good afternoon, everyone. Gene Brister. I have with me today the CO, Commanding Officer of Naval Air Facility El Centro, where something outstanding, something historic is about ready to happen on the 13th of March. And it's with a great deal of pleasure today that I introduce the CO, and he's going to share with us what's going to happen. But you know, that air show that we weren't able to do last year, well, this year it's called the Festival of Light. The Festival of Flight, I should say. And we're going to have some really special guests here at the base. Lots of people, lots of kids are going to be happy, Captain.
Yeah, Gene, thanks very much for coming out and joining us on the airfield. For those who can't see us over the radio, we're standing at what's called Show Center. So where we normally do the production for the air show, and this is a great backdrop. Thank you very much for coming out. My name's Bill Perkins. I'm the commanding officer, Navy captain. I've been here for about a year. I had the pleasure of assuming command of the base just as we were putting those safety precautions in place to protect our workforce and our community and keep us on mission. And we've been able to do that for the whole year. The airfield never shut down. Students come in and out. Squadrons rotate in and out. And we've been fully functional while doing those COVID mitigation procedures that the Navy has and kind of aligned with what the town and county has had as well. So that brings us to what we're making changes for this year's.
Yes. And of course, they're all with the metrics of COVID being a pandemic still. But what an opportunity for a community that loves the air facility here, loves the soldiers here, and they love the sound of freedom that they hear all the time. And so when they didn't get an air show for 1 year, that was a toughie. So the Festival of Flight is going to be that air show. And it'll be one of those things, Captain, if I can be bold to say, as you light up the barbecue in the backyard, get a good position there and watch the show and hear the narration.
Yeah, when we were looking at how do we get to yes for something, we didn't know 6 months ago, we didn't know what COVID was going to look like, what the implications and the impact that was going to have outside the fence line and inside the fence line as these pilots get ready to go on deployment. So we had to manage all of that and put a bunch of plans in place. And we got to a position where we're able to execute an event. And the difference is it's just not going to be a public viewed event from on board.
Right.
We're going to ask folks to instead of you coming to us, we're going to bring the show to you.
Exactly.
And that's how we're approaching this year. So it is going to be a live event. We are going to have live acts. So when we use the term virtual, that doesn't mean CGI aircraft. So we're going to have live events that capped off by the world famous Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron as they finish up their winter training season. So
the Blue Angels, folks.
Yeah.
You
hear them every day, but they're going to put on that one last performance before they head on the road.
And then you have some other guests as well this year that you're going to. I know you're going to make people really happy with those folks as well. You want to tell us a little bit?
Absolutely. So one of the things that I found very intriguing is a small base like this in the middle of Imperial Valley. For most of the month of February, we had squadrons or aircraft from all four services of the Department of Defense flying out of here. We've got the Army down there in Hangar 8. We've got our permanent presence down in Hangar 9 with some training aircraft. The Blue Angels Navy here, but we had Marine Corps aircraft in and out of Hangar 2 and work in our weapons loading area. And we had the Air Force Thunderbirds arrive and Air Mobility Command moving both Navy and Marine and Air Force personnel around the country. So we had all four services operating from this tiny little base, and that's kind of what the festival is going to be as well. We've got Marine aircraft, MB-22s, and maybe some AV-8s. We're still trying to get that locked down. Air Force is going to bring some Thunderbolts, A-10 Thunderbolt aircraft down, and then obviously the Leapfrogs are going to jump out of something and kick the event off. And then we're going to cap it off with the Navy with the Blue Angels finishing the show.
Well, if you've never seen, obviously, if you've never seen the Blue Angels, wow, I can't encourage you enough. Check it out. Now, I know it's hard to believe, but there are some people that have never seen them. If you haven't seen the Leapfrog, you're in for an incredible treat. And I've seen them many times. And I know there's lots of people that are listening that are going to say, oh, yeah, the Leapfrogs. Oh, that's the fellow he's the last one that comes out and he has that huge American flag underneath it.
What a great sight that is.
What an incredible sight. But
you had that picture of that flag and that jet noise, that's the sound of freedom.
Right.
That brings it all home.
Well, as you said, it's a virtual, but that's kind of misleading in a sense because the planes are going to be here. You're not going to be on the base or in the outside perimeter, but you can be in the comfort of your backyard.
Many of you across that can hear us right now, whether it's Sealy or all the way up to Brawley. I've watched the Blue Angel show from downtown Brawley. It's a different perspective, but you can absolutely see and enjoy it. And then everywhere in between, you can see most of the events from your own backyard. And we're just going to ask you not to come to the base that day, and we'll bring it to you via radio And then we're going to video record some of the highlights and then post those.
Post them afterwards.
Yeah.
So there's the lineup. It'll start at 12:30 and go to 4:30. You notice that, or give or take. What a great way to end an afternoon on a Saturday. For those of us that are really aficionados of the flight and whatnot of the planes out here each year, when we weren't able to do it one year, it really, the absence makes the heart grow fonder. And I think there's a lot of truth in that.
Well, a lot of people have been working this hard for many months. And we couldn't have got to Yes without the close relationship and the working spirit that we have with the county leadership and with the local town councils all across the valley. And every one of them had the same vision I did. Let's figure out a way to get to Yes, do something safely, but bring some morale back to the community and kind of highlight that great relationship that the Navy has with the residents of the valley. Yeah. We're just excited to be able to do that. So I thank everyone out there that helped us outside the fence line with some of those things we needed help with to be able to pull this off.
Well, you'll be able to hear it on KXO FM 107.5 and KXO AM 1230.
And I understand you're going to be simulcasting the audio across your website. Is that right?
The website audio, I believe so.
Okay, super. So for those,
but I'm not 100%. We'll need to check on that.
We'll check that, and we'll provide updated information on our official command webpage as well.
Oh yeah, between now and up to the show.
When you may want to tune in to hear certain things, when we're going to post the videos, and then that kind of thing. So we'll make sure we keep that updated. And if we find out that we have indeed got a way to broadcast the audio over the interwebs, then you don't necessarily need to drive anywhere. You can listen to it from there and watch the videos later on.
Exactly. We're looking forward to it. It's called the Festival of Flight.
Festival of Flight. It's our first inaugural festival, and this is what we're going to continue to do from now on, and we're going to celebrate. And this is our 75th anniversary year.
That's
so
right.
So this was what drove us to rebrand the air show into the what will be now forever known as the Festival of Flight every spring.
And this is the 75th anniversary of the Blue Angels, right? No?
They've been out here since 1967.
67, okay. I had,
the 75th anniversary of the base.
The base
itself.
The base
being converted from a Marine Corps Air Station to a Naval Air Facility 75 years ago this May.
Well, we're talking, if you just joined us, with the commanding officer, or CO as we like to fondly say, Bill Perkins, and great guy. And you're going to enjoy it. If you later on, as things continue to improve, you'll have a chance to meet this man.
Yeah, we're looking forward to being able to get back and interact with the community. So I ask everyone that's listening to do the things that the medical community is advising. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your workforce, and then we'll all get through this and then get out the back end much better.
Well, just don't forget, Festival of Flight here, March 13th. Be here. And you will have when I say be here, be in your place, in your backyard, and take in this show.
Yeah, tune in to Kxo Radio, and we'll bring you a good show.
We'll bring you a good show. This is Gene Brister, broadcasting from the NAF El Centro, Naval Air Facility El Centro.
Thanks, Gene.
Pleasure.